Hey, welcome back to Grow New Plants. So today I'm inside the greenhouse because it's raining off and on. So every time I try and start filming, it starts raining on me. So I just moved everything inside the greenhouse to film today. It's nice and cool. It's 74 degrees in here, so it's perfect. So I'm gonna do more Bald Cypress this year. And if you've watched my videos on Bald Cypress before, you see that I really struggle with getting the Bald Cypress to germinate and make trees. So if you watch my video from last year, and I'll put a link to that one up here, I got one Bald Cypress tree. It's doing great. I love this tree. I'm babying it to death because it's the only good one that I have, but it's doing great. It grew up to about here last year. It's put out new branches, and it's got a new top growth going up, central leader coming up here. I'm probably gonna take these other three off where it has that one central leader to keep going up. So I just wanted to show you that one. I'm babying it and letting it go. So I'm gonna get that out of the way. So I talked to Dr. Whitcomb last year about my problems with the Bald Cypress. And he told me what I did last year: just store your seeds dry and soak them for a little bit before you plant them, and they'll come up. And he told me, he said, one of the things that he has seen is that sometimes a mother tree will just not produce good seeds. So this year I'm trying two things. I collected some seeds. I got two things of seeds here. These are seeds that I got from a Bald Cypress at my dad's place. And I believe it's one I actually planted there like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. So these are seeds from his, and they are very large compared to other Bald Cypress that I've seen. They're very large, very plump, and I've had them soaking for probably a week now in a jar. And they were just kept in a baggie outside in the garage, and then I started soaking them about a week ago. These seeds here, I failed to collect seeds off of my Bald Cypress tree. That's the same tree that I planted last year. So this year, I went to clean my gutters out underneath the Bald Cypress tree, and I found seeds in there that were germinating in the gutter, which leads me to believe they really need to be soaked for a long time to get germination. So this thing has literally been sitting in water in a jar for probably 2 weeks on this one. And then there's 2 or 3 of them that have germinated. There's another one right there that's already germinated and released the seed. And then I think there might be, here's one right here that's just fixing to pop out of the seed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this one in the ground, and then whatever the best looking seeds are that I can find out of this one, any of them that show signs of starting to germinate. So, and this is off the tree that I planted seeds from last year, so maybe I just didn't soak them long enough. And then I'm gonna give these a try too. So I'm only planting one tray, so I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna go ahead and just mark these. So this is Bald Cypress, and I just marked it Bald Cypress Dad. And that was the ones that I collected from my dad's tree. And then these say Bald Cypress Mine, which were from my tree here at my house. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start out with this one right here, I guess. So I'll just make a little hole for that one. I want to get that thing down, root down. Okay, and then just give it a little bit of, if I can get that over a little bit. I want to get it straight as I can, I guess, so it doesn't try and grow crooked. So we'll see what happens with that. And I guess this one, it'll eventually push that seed off the top. So we'll just stick it down in there and see if it pushes that seed the rest of the way off. And here's another one it's lost the seed already. But about right there is where the new growth is, so that's the root down that way. So we'll go that way. Trying to get that root in there as straight as possible. And let's see, here's another one. Yep, that one, seed broke off of it. So hopefully I'll get these to grow. At least I'll get these 4 or 5 that are already starting to germinate. Here's another one. You can see that one's already starting to bust out. So I don't know what to do with that one. I guess I'll just plant that one normal, and hopefully the plant will find its way out. Now look through here and see if I see any more. Okay, I don't see any more in here that look like they're trying to germinate yet, so put one in there, I think. Hopefully I didn't miss one. So we'll just take these seeds and just put them in normal. I'm just looking for the plumpest ones. And I'm just planting them maybe about 1/4 to 1/2 inch down. I'm gonna go ahead and make all my holes. That way I don't miss one. And this soil mix, this is my normal starter soil mix. And I just made a new video showing how to make that, and I'll put a link up at the top for that if you want to see that. And one of the things I started doing this year is, and I've talked about this, if you watch all my videos, you're gonna hear me talk about this a lot, is I pre-moisten my soil now before I put it in, because this peat moss does not want to absorb moisture very well when it gets dried out. So I take it in the container, I grab as much of it as I need for the plants that I'm planting, or the seeds that I'm planting at the time. And then I take them and add some water to it and get it moist, not soaking wet, but just get it moist. And then once I get my seeds planted and I water, it takes the moisture a whole lot better. Okay, so there is all of the, and you know what I did? I planted these backwards. I got to move my tags. These were the ones from my house. So I got to switch all my tags around here. No big deal. Okay, so this side is from the tree at my house. So I'm going to get rid of these seeds. Now none of these seeds, as far as I know, are showing any signs of germinating yet. But boy, they are big and they are plump. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and make, I guess I got 16. This is a 32 cell tray, so I got 16 seeds of each kind for a total of 32 bald cypress trees. This has been my Achilles heel. I've had pretty good success with just about anything I've tried to grow. But this is the one that I just have not figured out yet, so I'm hoping this is a year. It's a great tree. I love the tree. It's just a booger to get to grow. So I'm just going to go in here and just pick out the fattest ones. I got more than what I need, so. Okay, so I got all those in. I'll just tap those down just a little bit, not real, don't want them super tight. And then I just come in here and grab a little bit of extra soil. Have to be careful around these here. Just to fill them back up to the top. And then I will take them and I'll put them in my greenhouse table back here behind me. So I've got 2 tables set up in here. This one's going to be pure vegetables. So I've got tomatoes planted already over there. And then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trays of peppers I'm going to plant. I got all different kinds of peppers. I'm growing a bunch of hot peppers this year, so I'll do all that in one video. I'll probably break those into 3 different videos. And then I've got Shumard red oak so far, pecans, and now I'm planting these bald cypress, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more trays of trees to plant still, trees and bushes and stuff like that. And then hopefully by the time I get all that done, it'll be time I can start trying some, get my mister my misting bed fired back up and start trying some softwood cuttings. Anyway, so I appreciate you watching. Check back. I'm going to post this video, so I'll do a follow-up video, good or bad, with what happens with these. And I appreciate you watching. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and then hit that bell notification. That way when I do update videos, you'll see them. Thank you.